why service learning and why now? Why not? You know, I mean, I think it's, especially what's going on now in the world, I think it's even more important to keep that going, to keep expanding, to keep reaching out, to break down those barriers. Have communities come together to break bread and meet each other and just have that dialogue and not be, you know, scared or nervous. You just communicate and talk, and I really feel like getting to know each other's stories and having that dialogue is the way that we're going to be able to bring our communities together. And that's through this service learning, through these opportunities. Gosh, what drew me to both of these programs, Otis and the Community Works Institute? Community, really, engagement, bringing people together, like the excitement and the joy that I have to be able to take this opportunity in this time to dive deeper, to meet more people, to engage on a much larger scale, being able to really work with communities, see what it is that they want to do, and how can I utilize, you know, my talents and what I can help with the community in a great way. You know, service learning to me is really a way of living. It's a way of embedding yourself like in a community, bringing yourself together. I have so much to learn from the community, and being able to kind of weave all this together in a real way is stunning. It's amazing. I think like the sustainability part is the part that can be challenging. Being able to bring something together, maybe something that I want, maybe isn't necessarily something that the community wants. How can, you know, yeah, sustaining, it's tricky. And I think for each community in each place that you're in, it's gonna need something different. So being able to even be aware of what it is that the needs are of the community, or where you're working at, or who you're helping out with, it's a tricky process, I think. So would just depend on the nature and where you're at and what it means to be sustainable in each individual communities, because I think that also is different for other places too, location and what does that mean to each place. My overall experience, one of the things that kind of keeps floating back into my mind is we were taken down Skid Row and saw the homeless population there, and you know, like my heart just, it's like how does it get that bad? Like what can I do to help? You know, and I felt so much, you know, love and sadness for what's going on there, and it just really touched my heart. And I've been kind of thinking, well, what is it that I can do? How can I help facilitate something that would be positive and that would help alleviate maybe a fraction of what's going on there? You know, I'm not quite sure. And kind of coming into this area and this scene and just seeing it really in your face, it's just like, whoa, you know, what can we do? So that was one of the things that's kind of really been on my mind a lot. You know, and then also like to kind of, the other side of that is like being able to see Spark, you know, and to get to be there and just to feel that kind of energy. It's just amazing to have studied it for so long and to now to get to be here. There are things that we can do, you know, so in turn knowing like, okay, there's something we can do here. So being able to have that momentum and have that drive and that passion to really want to try to make a change, and who is it that you talk to and what will be helpful. To expand on this week is really quite a lot. You know, there's been so much that's happened this week, coming from the Central Coast down to Los Angeles. You know, and I was born and raised in Sacramento, and then coming down to this area, it's amazing. You know, it's eye-opening, it's exciting, it's scary, nerve-wracking. There's so many different kinds of feelings and emotions that I'm feeling. I don't know, cloud 9 really, but being able to study at CSU Monterey Bay And to come here, to get to see Spark, to get to see the Los Angeles River, it's just, well, it's amazing. It's crazy, you know, to be able to really see it and to feel it, you know, really feel it inside. And that, just the excitement that's going on. And for me, as mainly a muralist and a painter, to be able to see all these different kinds of projects happening is really great. But also this whole week to really see, like, yeah, this is a life. This is what life is about, you know? This life is service learning. And just to know, like, this is how to live life, you know, like to just continuously weave all of this together in everything that you're doing. You know what, you're opening the door for your neighbor. You are helping picking up groceries that fell, you know, from somebody walking. Just whatever it is that you can do, no matter how big or how small it is, you know, just to help to make the world a better place in whatever way you can. And so it's exciting to be around that. You know, it's exciting to be around all these people, change makers, you know, who are coming together to see how much, like, what we can do, and just to beef up that community and keep it moving, you know. It's just been really, really exciting to be a part of.